Morning, everyone. I just wanted to start you off down at the park. This is a tour of my hometown that I've lived in for over 36 years. It's called Walton Park, as you can see by the sign. They have baseball fields, basketball courts over there, shelter. Sits right down next to the bike path. It's on the side of west side of Spring Valley. That's 725 over there, and the Little Miami River sets along that tree line. And I'll just share little things that I've known or heard since I've lived here in my 36 plus years. So bear with me. And I wanted to thank, also start off, thank all my new subscribers to the new channel. And the views and the likes and the shares, so continue that. That's how me and Rosie really helps us out. We're new here, and we're the underdog and trying to climb the ladder, so please like and subscribe. It helps out the channel quite a bit. Any comments and we'll be able to address them and make better videos in the future, and more of them, and ones that people have interest in. So I'm going to walk you through town here. Spring Valley, when it was first founded, was located not here. It was located across the river, and it was called Transylvania. And that was because the boats, the Little Miami River, that was the main form of transportation back in the day. At least that's what I understand. And then when the railroad came through here on the other side of the river, I think I was back in the early 1900s, 1929 or something, the town relocated and renamed it to Spring Valley. So it went from Transylvania to Spring Valley, and it's been that way ever since. So, but it's just getting daylight here, so I thought it'd be the best time to make a video. It's more peaceful and less people and traffic out. So we're walking along here today. This is a company called Peacock Heating and Air Conditioning. So it's been around a while. It's an old building. Town's not very big, so we're taking about a 15-minute walk while I talk about things. That building up ahead of us there is, I think they work on cars, race cars. I'm not sure what they do. I don't believe they have a sign in front there. So the other one next to it there on the right, as we come around the corner, used to be Richard Engler's place. It was like a convenience store. It was one of the, it had a gas station and a little store inside where you can go and buy stuff. So now that's, it's been a couple different things. Currently it's a motorcycle shop. I'll get up closer. I believe it's called Iron Hogs. I could be wrong. As we get a little closer, I'll be able to read it more. So, yeah. And we're coming up to Main Street here, West Main. So, let's see, it's just a beautiful, peaceful morning this morning. The birds are singing, and yeah, Iron Hogs. Motorcycles. So this is Main Street. We're heading down, and so the little towns, everybody's getting ready for work and asleep. So there's their store there. It's got a neat sign, a little play on words, Hogs, H-O-U, I mean G-E, or Z. It's hard to read. Yeah, it's Z. So yeah, a little cute little play on words. Then up here in town we have an ice cream shop, which is called Two Scoops. And next to that, as we get up there, it's take me a couple minutes to walk up there. There's a Valley Ammo, which is originally back in the day was a bank. There's a dog up ahead. So I hope they're not going to interrupt the video. Wait till he runs off because I'm also walking the dog this morning. That's why I'm bouncing around here. So this place on our left, the reddish building, my understanding that used to be like a little, kind of a store. People would come with their horse and buggy back in the day, and or old cars, and they had a carriage building out stop, so they would stop there and I guess spend the night. So somebody's tried to refurbish it, but I'm not sure what happened, but they worked on it a year or two and then kind of quit. So that building's real historic and interesting. I've been in it a couple times, but it's empty. And there's this one on the corners also empty. Somebody's trying to refurbish that, but it's an ongoing process. And then here's Two Scoops, the store. So like I said, here in about an hour, the restaurant will open. It's called Slim's up there, but this is called Two Scoops. It's a bed and breakfast on top. There's the old mill. So it's been around as long as I can remember. I'm not sure how old it is. So, and then switch over here real quick. That used to be the carriage house foundation to that building. So they'd park their horse and buggies in there. And so yeah, up there, like I said, that's ice cream, and up at the top is a bed and breakfast. This is called Valley Ammo, which was a bank at one time. I think that was even before I moved here. So 40, 50 years ago, it was a bank. This is called Slim's. It's a restaurant. It's very popular here. About 7:30, there'll be 15, 20 cars. The downtown here will be all packed. This is the post office and the meeting room. Council, you come and meet and vote on things and listen to the council. So that's that. You can kind of see right there. Spring Valley Village Hall. And up here's the called the Red Barn. It's an antique place. They buy and sell antiques. So if you're looking for something unusual or you have something to sell, they'd probably be interested in buying it. There's an old gas can, and it's called the Red Barn. So, and then they have a little place to sit out and eat here. It's kind of cute. A little shelter. Then on up the street is the heads on out of town to US 42. And then that building over there with the big pillars is called the Cement House, the kids, and they do also have meetings there, and then just more residential up there. And there's at the very top, there's a gas station they're just rebuilding, which should open here by the end of the month. It burnt down 2 or 3 years ago, and they're finally getting it built up. So I suspect it'll be open by September or the end of August. So I'm not sure. This is called Thompson, Bledsoe Park. It's donated by the Thompson Construction Company. And this is, down here in Spring Valley. It's where they have the famous Potato Festival every year, the first weekend in October. And this is the hub of it. They have bleachers and karaoke and all kinds of activities down here in the whole town. As far as you can see, up and down the street will be packed with people. Roxy's out here with me, so she's sniffing and tangling me up. So she's making the video a little more difficult and interesting to shoot. So yeah, some like the buildings here now that I'm across the street, you can see some of the architecture. So yeah, so this is downtown Spring Valley, and this white building on the side here we're coming to on the right, that's they just have apartments there. And yeah, it's a peaceful morning here, and you can see the top of the mill over there above the Valley Ammo, the old bank building. And there's Slim's, post office, 2 Scoops. So yeah, that's downtown. I'm trying to think of some other facts or thoughts. Yeah, up the bike trail, and the bike trail here runs through downtown. I'll walk you back down there, and there's some shots of the building there, really old. So we'll show you the window down here. I think they're trying to make it into antiques and stuff, so, but they really haven't done too much with it. They put up a sign, and once in a blue moon I'll see something here. Yeah, it's for sale currently. So that's the information there. So, yeah. And then down here is the bike trail, which runs through the center of town and heads down to, going down that way, it's Corwin, Waynesville, home of the Sauerkraut Festival. And then up this way, you're heading towards Xenia. And an interesting fact that maybe some or some don't know about Spring Valley, up at the end of this here by the, on Bellbrook Avenue, by the body shop across the street, is a place, it was the old sauerkraut factory. So Spring Valley could have easily been named the Sauerkraut, had the Sauerkraut Festival, because they actually had a sauerkraut factory years ago. That was before I moved up. It's the red building on by the trailer park and across the street from the Spring Valley Body Shop. So those who drive through may have recognized that. So that was the old sauerkraut factory. So yes, Spring Valley is the home of the Sauerkraut Festival, or factory, where the Potato Festival, and Waynesville has, of course, the Sauerkraut Festival. So yeah, it's supposed to rain here mostly today. That's why we're out getting our walk in and making the video before everybody wakes up. I'll quickly take you over here to the old mill. It's interesting. They seem to be refurbishing it, and yeah, so it's a nice little place to live down here. It's fairly peaceful and quiet, and people are relatively friendly. And so yeah, they're making a nice little picket fence all along here and stuff. So that'll be nice for the festival this year. So I don't think there's any signs on it, but it's definitely an old grain building. And then here is again the side of 2 Scoops, where they have a bed and breakfast there, and you can spend the night and most people come down, seem to ride their bikes or whatever, or maybe they're visiting something here locally and they want a place to stay so they can tour this part of Ohio, especially with their bikes and so forth. So yeah, this building's very old and pieced together. I would assume it's maybe late 1900s, late 1800s or 1900s. I've not seen a sign, or don't really know for sure, but it's one of the older buildings in town. And like I said, they're sort of trying to patch it up and make it look a little more presentable. They've cleaned up a lot of the things that used to lay all along here. So anyhow, I think that's about all we have here. So I thank you for watching. This is my hometown. And I appreciate everybody watching and subscribing once again, and I thank you for that. And here's another little park. Throw that in there real quick. I'm not sure what the name of it. It's pretty small, just has a little porta potty and some bike tools there. So anyhow, I think that's about it for now, and appreciate everybody watching and tuning in. And feel free to comment, let me know what you would like to see, and please like and subscribe and share. So thank you from Spring Valley on the Little Miami Bike Trail. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Thank you.